couple of years ago, when I first started at Tripadvisor, I went on a little bit of a road show talking to leaders about, the needs of the business and, their desires for the learning and development team and for training in general and what we could do, what they felt was missing. And one of the biggest things that they mentioned was this piece that was social in nature that they got a lot more of before the days of all of us working from home all the time or working remotely or being dispersed all over the world, right? And the types of engagement they got out of just being in a room with other people who were like-minded or in similar roles and having these cohorts where, they were learning and they were getting the content that was being delivered to them, but they were also engaging with each other and learning from each other. And a lot of what had happened over the past few years at that time, particularly, during the time where everybody was working from home, was that things became self-paced or things became, optional stuff that you can do on your own time, stuff you can figure out without a trainer or without that live connection. And so we have been very intentionally designing human-centric learning programs where we're able to get away from some of the generic webinars or some of the generic e-learning and sort of move more toward sessions where you're in a group coaching environment, or a session where you feel like you're leaving with actionable items or templates or tools that you've learned how to work through, with a group of people who are in similar situations to you. So it's really about creating the spaces where people can connect and co-create, but also where they can vent about what's going on in their world with someone else who might be dealing with the same thing and is trying to work through that struggle of having how to, learn and get through it. Um, they're learning with each other, even though they might not be near each other, right? They still could be on a virtual conversation, but they're with each other. And I think that connection is something that we've already seen the results of in how it's making some of the learning stick, how we're getting more people showing up to sessions when they know that colleague is going to be there, right? When there's a face that they feel accountable to on the other side of the screen, they're more likely to engage and show up and try to participate.